So first,
Absolutely.
and I was
Let's dig it all up.
oh, no.
True.
You'll never guess.
So sidebar. Yes.
And also, I feel like I shouldn't have to remember everything.
I know.
Actually, I have to talk about this.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Meredith.
And this is Also Podcast, and we have a very special guest. Before we introduce them, check us out on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Patreon. All the links are in our description, and please be sure to rate, review, subscribe. Okay, Meredith, introduce our guest.
Our next guest is a even more special one because this is someone who I've actually met in real life through my producer cousin. We kind of talk about a lot on the podcast. And that introduction quickly blossomed into the best support, inspiration, and just person to dish on reality TV with. So Trevor brings so much energy, not only to his content, but to my life, and brings a little beef with my co-host, Alicia. So we're going to have to dive into that. Welcome to the podcast, Trevor.
Well, I can't wait to get into it because we love mess here.
Should we open with the beef?
This is going to be mess.
Should I start?
Is it
Sean?
rare, medium rare? What is it?
We'll see.
Trevor, I heard that you told Matt, my cousin, that you don't like my co-host because you're jealous that you can't be my co-host.
And here I am being your co-host, so jealousy works.
That's fine. Look what happened.
We could always three-way. Like, that was an option. But
I mean,
Alicia loves
we could be
your
like
page.
the cousins.
Okay, this is my beef, Trevor. So when I was unemployed for a little stint in 2024, I was like, oh, I'm going to go make a bookstagram. I was like, what do I love? I love books and Bravo. And I wanted to do what you were doing, but you had been doing it already. And I was so pissed that you thought of the idea before me. I want that idea now. It was a genius. It's genius.
Listen, we can share the page because mine's mostly, I've like not as much books anymore because there's so many book creators out there now that do it way better than me. And I'm just like, I like the book. Like they analyze it way better than I do.
That's what we need. Bring back just being like, it's a good book.
Or it's like, this is what I read. Do you want to read it? I'll tell you yes or no. That's about where I'm at. But there's plenty of other more in-depth. And really, I made the page because I felt bad for spamming all of my personal page with Bravo memes every single day. Yep. So like, it's more of like a brain dump for me and making fun things. And my personal page is really fun too. So that's T-Wargs if you want to follow that one. That's more Nashville chaos, fun, the other side, but Bravo and stuff is more on the Books and Bravo page. So it's all over the place, just like me.
Which we love. Like high energy is what we want.
Bring back your book reviews. I love
just
that this is a good book.
They're there. I do my monthly recaps. I wrap up at the month, and then my stories have more of as I'm reading throughout the month. But there's always a monthly recap at the end of the month of what I read. It's usually between like 6 and 8 books. And I'll tell you my most favorite, least favorite, and then I just say the rest where it is what it is in the middle.
That's what we need more. I'm sick and tired of the analysis. Anyway, thanks for living my dream.
But they do a great job.
They do a great job.
Anyone.
Not for me. It's not for me.
That's too smart for me. I just want to read the book.
You can consume, but like doing it yourself. It's like that exists. Let me just say yes, no. But let's dive into reality TV first, and then we'll kind of swing back around on some books. Trevor, what was the first show that got you into reality TV?
It has to be Survivor. I mean, like the OG show. So what? I've never missed a season. We're going on season 50, and I've watched every single season.
So excited.
So I can't wait for that. I mean, my mom is I feel like my mom is the one, which shout out, Mom. You're sure you're going to listen. She's kind of the one, me and her always watch Survivor together. And then I pivoted probably after Survivor was more like the Real World, the challenge. Like I used to watch Road Rules.
The Real World. It slaps. It's so good.
And then I've seen every challenge season except like one a few seasons ago because now it's very different.
Worst.
Just like Survivor, they've changed a lot.
Yeah. Wait, so is there a Survivor season that's your favorite or a contestant that you're like, that you are down bad for?
Well, it's always Parvati. But like, my first memorable one is probably Colby Donaldson. I think he was season 2, Australia. He's coming back for 50. I didn't know it at the time, but I'm pretty sure he was part of my gay awakening. Didn't realize that. I was like, why am I so obsessed with him?
He was
But like my mom loved him because she loved cowboys. And I was like, oh, I should like him too. So like, that's like the first, I like him too. Like, I want to be him. It was always, I want to be him. And then I was like, oh, wait, I want to be
with him.
Yeah. So I can't wait for him to be on 50. He's my favorite. And then Parvati's just always the best. And if you haven't watched Australia versus the World, which you have to find like a VPN.
You're the reason I found out about
it. It's so good.
Like, oh my God.
Like, don't come for me. I had to find it on YouTube and they would be taken down. So I was waking up at 6 a.m. before they got taken down to watch the episode 4 times a week. But it was the best. So if you're a Survivor fan and haven't watched that yet, like track it down. There's phase. Drop your buffs if you don't listen to that podcast or like a Survivor Everything podcast that they'll tell you how to get there.
It might still be on YouTube because I watched it later than everyone and I was able to find all the episodes. So you just have to dig a little.
Yeah, you have to find it. You have to sift through. I think they changed the name so you can't really find it, but it's there.
It's out there.
It's like a immunity idol.
Yeah, seriously. Trevor, do you have beef with Jeff then because he doesn't recognize that party win? Sorry to spoil it for everybody else.
Yeah, I don't recognize the host. As we refer to
that
him
man
now.
Yeah, he's lost his name privileges.
Well, not even that, like he shaded like Caroline for going on the Traitors and other people going on other shows, and now he's hosting an episode of Mr. Beast games and all this, so he's backtracked on a lot of things of
weird.
Like, and I'm just like, you're doing too much. Like, take it back. Let's take back all the twists, like play the game. Bring back villains, bring back the hot people. I don't need a cookie cutter version of everyone on the season that looks the same. They're all game bots. Like, I want to see a blonde bimbo. I want to see the meathead.
Same.
And I want to see the bad guy, because guess who we remember? We usually remember the villains. Besides the really good people, there's the two most. But then everyone's not memorable.
I agree.
You know, what was that season where it was like beauty versus brawn versus brain?
Yeah.
That was great because they all were basically the same of each other and then had to work with each other. And I was like, finally, some different freaking people. Because you're right, it is these athletes now. Yeah.
I was going to say, bring back the themes, because now it's just kind of vague. Like, I used to be like, oh, it's this season of like, it's blood versus water, or it's whatever.
Heroes
it is.
versus
like,
villains. Yeah.
And now it's like Survivor 49. And you're like, okay, how is that different than 48, 47, 46?
I have a confession. I didn't finish last season. I was so fucking bored. Like, I know who won because of social media, but I could not get myself to watch it. The only reason I did is because I do a draft with my like two best friends here in Chicago, and that like keeps me up to date with it. But I'm bored of this 3 tribes and everything's the same. I need something to be added in. No, actually, I need to go back to the original Survivor model. You don't have to move locations. I can get over that. I understand the finances, but like give me the other like stuff back from OG Survivor.
And start with 2 tribes, because then it's messier. There's more places to go, because with like 4 or 5 people, if one tribe keeps losing, you're just stuck. You're on a shitty tribe, and that's how your game crumbles.
It's quickly a sinking ship that you cannot recover from.
Yep. Sounds like my life half the time.
I'm dying. Okay, so then what was your first Bravo show? Because you started with Survivor, did some Road Rules, The Challenge, Real World.
Jersey Shore was in there too. Big. I'm from.
Yeah,
I used to have an I Love Snooki shirt. I'm from that part of the world. I used to go to Seaside, saw them filming. So that was probably precursor to Bravo, I would say. And then, I mean, the only thing that like stands out was probably Jersey Housewives and maybe Beverly Hills, because my mom watches it. Again, back to my mom, and I would just see her watching it like in the living room, and I'm like going in and just like, oh, talking to her, and then she's got it on like typical man watching with like their girlfriend.
I was about to say, you go from standing to sitting to like, what? I cannot believe this is happening.
Yeah, and then now here I am running a Bravo page, and we talk about it every week because she still watches everything. So that's probably, I would say those 2 would be like my first, and then slowly started like, what about this? And then Vanderpump, I probably started maybe season 3 or 4.
Okay.
Early,
and then went back and watched. Summer House was like around the same time. So it was like that, whatever that year was when they were all kind of in season 3 or 4.
Yeah, like 2016, 2017, whatever that was.
Probably, because that sounds, probably like when I graduated. I graduated college in 2015. So probably when I had more time on my hand, lived alone, and didn't have college, that's when I was like, what's this? And this? And I like that. And then you're just spiraling down the Bravo rabbit hole.
Little did we know it's depression, but we just got through that. Our depression's on Bravo.
Well, people have worse lives, so then it makes you feel better.
Absolutely. That's so fun. And like Bravo used to have like the marathons on. So if you did like come to a show late, right before a season was going to start, they would replay everything so you could catch up. The OG binging days where you literally had to sit in front of your TV to catch the episode.
Because you couldn't pause
I watched Dallas. I've watched Real Housewives of Dallas. I've binged that because I was behind. I binged like the first 3 seasons. And that is some next level chaos. I mean, you want these hands?
That one I dabbled in a little bit, but never could commit. I'm just not, the Texas mentality doesn't get me personally.
Listen, those first 2, Leanne Locken is just TV gold, as bad and horrible as she is. Those first 2 or 3, before it got even darker than it was in the beginning, it was funny. It was like I don't know. It was a weird show, but I enjoyed the first 2 or 3 before it went pshoo.
Yeah. Wait, so if you had to add a Real Housewives franchise, what city would you pick next?
Not Nashville, because everyone saes Nashville, and
By the way, that's where Trevor
Oh.
lives. That
yes.
would be chaos if they had a Nashville season.
No one would do it here.
No,
Everyone
not
says
the people you would
Nashville.
want.
Yeah, when the people who want to do it are not the people you want to see do it.
No.
Because I've heard they've tried here. I've heard the rumors and pilots of shows, and like nothing really takes off here. I mean, they even did. They tried to do Married at First Sight here. I don't know if that ever ended up being a season. But
Oh my
fun
God.
fact, they approached me and I had a chat with the producer about going on it as being like one of the first like gay couples on the show.
Trevor, what? That's crazy.
No, Trevor, you're too good. You're too good
I
for
thought
that.
about it. Well,
No.
that's what went through my head. I was like, let me take the call, because even if taking the call, that
Of
puts
course,
my name
it could
out
lead
there.
to something else.
And then I had the first call. I go, what are you doing? We can't
No,
do this.
no,
Like,
I would have
we
pushed you
can't
into
do
it.
this.
I would have been like,
No.
do it.
What is that, TLC? No, you
No,
should-
no, it's not
what
even
is it?
that. It's
What
like
is it?
A&E or like
I was gonna say, it
WeTV
used to be like
or
A&E or like
Lifetime.
Lifetime. Yeah, now it's
No,
on
you don't need
Peacock,
that.
which is crazy.
Yeah. And I was just like, also, like, who else? They match you with someone who also wants to be on the show. And I was like, I don't want to be with someone who also wants to be on that show.
A gay man
That's
who
the
wants to be
point.
on this show.
Yeah, I was like,
They're
I
picking,
don't-
yeah. No.
But like their process and stuff, like behind the scenes, like they have like a real matchmaker that like you take the test to find you someone. And then I can't remember, is it a year or 6 months? Like they pay for your divorce if you don't make it for like, it's either 6
Good.
months or a year. But after
Incredible.
that, like you're on your own. Like
You gotta
if you stay
divorce
longer
quick.
than that, they're not paying for that.
See, that makes sense why so many people would get like divorced somewhat quickly after, because it's like, listen, I might as well do it on their dime.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we got a
For sure.
6-month window post the show
Yeah,
ending.
it's that was the closest I've come. I mean, I've applied for the Traders. I did like a Netflix thing, but nothing's come to fruition. I mean, we're still manifesting Traders for next season. So if you're out
Trevor,
there
I
listening,
believe in it.
get me. I'm here. I'm
Someone get
available.
Trevor.
My submission tape is great.
Do you want to be a faithful or a traitor?
See, I go back and forth. Like Trader just says I want more screen time and I want to be there longer.
Okay.
But then like I know I'm not a good liar.
Oh, okay.
So
So
like you can read it
gameplay-wise?
on my face, like kind of like Lisa Rinna.
Mhm.
Okay.
How she's playing it, I feel like would happen to me as a
Yeah.
trader of like go too inward because you're like, oh, everyone's gonna know.
Mhm.
But I guess if people don't know me, then they wouldn't know.
It's easier that way.
Yeah, honestly, whatever Alan wants.
And they're really pissing me off because they're like, Lisa, this is what we expected. And it's like, you can't
That's not
expect the
fair.
housewife. That's like
Mhm.
a few hours a day, you know?
Yep, and she's not a housewife. She's
not.
Lisa fucking
Fucking
Rinna.
Rinna.
Okay, so Trevor, what did you say your gameplay would be if you got picked to go on Traders?
I mean, I would be either one. I just think
Mm-hmm.
like in the turret, how they're playing now, but I would try and play more like Candace because I know I'm a louder person. So
Mm-hmm.
just having to keep that up and like don't change my personality just because I'm one or the other. And like I think if I tried to be quieter like a Rob game, it would all come out and like I wouldn't be able to keep up that I couldn't keep up that facade. So like
Yeah.
I would just have to stay kind of a louder in the middle, just kind of like how Candace is, where
Yeah.
she is being louder. She's kind
Really
of doing it right. She's kind
sociable.
of doing it wrong. She's making all the friend groups. She's kind of the queen of the castle, but not Colton. So like that's kind of for this
Yeah.
season, that's kind of the game I would see as a traitor. And a faithful, I would not play He Who Shall Not Be Named, and I just named him. Or the other one we don't
Or
name.
the other
who's-
one.
Oh my
Or the other
god. Oh my god.
It's
So
fascinating.
jarring.
It's
No.
fascinating.
But at least he wasn't he kept things interesting. But I think between
He
him,
did.
both of them, they talk so much this season. Everyone else can't talk. So now it's kind of a little bit more subdued, boring-ish
Yeah.
season because they take up all the option and everyone else is afraid to accuse someone else, do anything else, and it's the mob mentality. So it's not as exciting or no one's as funny as it
Mhm.
usually is. But I think it's
Yeah.
because those loudmouths are sucking all the oxygen out of the room.
No, Colton, the freaky and creepy stalker, is pissing me the fuck off because I feel like every time he's trying to anger, so like when he was at the round table with Lisa, and he's like, "Just so you know, I'm coming after you still." Like, just shut the fuck up. You didn't vote her out. Calm down for 5 seconds. You don't have to be a total asshole all the time. Sorry,
And his
I'm really
eyes were
pissed.
like,
I
he was,
know
like,
he's
bugging out last
crazy.
night. I was like, what are you doing before?
When she was like, "Okay, Colton," he like looked at everyone and was like, "Did you see that?" Look at her. Like, what are we
That
pointing out?
man hates women. Hates women.
Well, yeah, he's gay.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Did you
you
know?
don't
He
hate
says it
women.
every 5 seconds.
He's gay.
Oh, I hate men.
That's why we
Like
can't be
Robert
mad at
Roush.
him. Like, we can't target him at all because, like, he's gay. And so, like, he's a nice guy now. Like, all of his like, slate is wiped clean because he's gay. And it's like, that's not how life works, babe.
Listen, I'm ready for Stephen Coletti to step up the game because I need him to have more screen time.
So
I need him and
disappointing.
Rob
Yeah.
together so I can just look at them strategize and we're good to go on that.
I was hopeful that 8 faithful idea, like get 8 faithfuls, would work. And I was like, get Colton on that one. Because I just hate him on my screen. And I hate the play of like, oh, my one idea didn't work out. So now I'm going to point the finger at 12 more and see what falls. And then like yell at everyone about it. Like
and he's allowed to. Like, Ron made one mistake, which was like a valid mistake. Like, Portia misspoke a lot. Like, those were real clues. They were just
265 days a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. but Colton gets to get it wrong every single day and gets to like take a new shot every single time.
I don't get it. He would drive me nuts in this house.
But I think he's a nice guy to all of them, and they don't. And honestly, no one has any idea who he is in that castle.
Lisa Rinna, she commented on one of my TikToks when I was like, you can
Shout
hate.
out, Lisa.
Shout out, my queen. I said you can hate both Michael and Colton. Like, you don't have to pick one or the other. And she commented and she was like, I didn't know Colton was a creepy stalker. Like, I wish I knew on the show. I was like, queen, of course you don't know who he is. He sucks.
None of them do.
I get it.
I can't wait for that reunion because everybody knows now. I can't wait for them to attack him.
Well, he's going to be on Watch What Happens Live this week, which is going to be
gross. Like, why?
interesting.
He has to win because he did press for like with Mara, with like Love Island. He's on Watch What Happens Live. They're clearly trying to prop him up.
He can't win. Yeah. The traitors have to win.
Or he's not going to win, but he's going to go
to the end or something.
Whatever happens next week, which I think Lisa's going to go next week.
I do too.
I thought she was going to be the first one to go anyway. Everyone's like, well, Candace is the loud one. I go, but Lisa's just not, she's not playing a good traitors game. She's messing that up. I just want to know what happens at the banquet because Alan said it's like the best moment in traitors history.
I'm so
really
excited.
He said it like months at the beginning of in the beginning of like his press tour. He said like episode 7 is like the game. He goes, whenever I say the banquet, he goes, I don't remember what episode, but if you hear me say the banquet, pay attention because things go like crazy.
Oh, I can't.
Lisa
wait.
Rinna also said that there is a moment where it is like as epic as Andy Cohen's baby shower. And she was like, I won't be dancing on tables, but it's like that level. And so it has to be the banquet too.
Yeah. And I think someone said too, I was watching something right before this, that they think Tara is involved with it.
Everybody's hyping Tara up
and Tiffany
in press right now that like she did something amazing.
So I think it's next week.
Damn.
I can't wait. I'm so mad I already watched this episode because what am I supposed to do for a week?
Watch it.
I'm gonna have to watch the whole season.
Traitors is must-see TV, and we don't have a lot of that anymore.
Well, even people are saying it's not a good season. I said it's still better than anything else out there.
It is.
Like,
very good point.
Even like it's still funny. Like watching Dorinda in that cabin yell when that person was whoever did the editing for that. Like I'm sure that's not how it happened, but I was peeing my pants because it was like
I out loud by myself was like, oh, I love Dorinda. Like she's so good, and it makes me sad people who watch Traitors and don't know the Housewives because like they're so good at it.
I would love to know how many people get into Housewives after watching the Traitors because like they pull good housewives that are really charismatic, that really are anchors of their shows in specific seasons.
That's a big ask though.
But that's what I'm saying. I think people don't because it's
intimidating.
I think more people get into like a Survivor or a Big Brother.
Yeah.
Because it's one season of that person where
Yeah.
Housewives, it's like you pull it up to watch and you're like, oh, 14 seasons? Where do I begin with this?
Yeah, because even if you started at that person's first, like there's so much lore and like context that even
you're on
that
season
person
3
was coming into.
Yeah.
Peacock should do before, I don't know if they do it, but like I know they did it before like the Valley version style, which the best show if no one's watching. Of like the housewives that are on the season, like here are their most iconic episodes to watch. So like at least, and put it back out after the show starts. They may do it before so people see it like to prep, but also like after you fall in love with them on the show, like that's when people are looking to go back and watch it.
Yeah, like the watch guides of like how to know more about Dorinda.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I've been telling everyone, Candace is one of my favorite housewives of all time, and this is her tame. Like, she is
All of them.
incredible. All of them are so
That's
tame.
true.
Which is why I'm like, Colton, this is just them living their day-to-day. Calm down.
Yeah, like there hasn't been a
Exactly.
moment that of like personal attack to get them to the level of like Lisa Rinna in Amsterdam.
That's
Well,
what
she's
she
about to get
said.
there.
She was like, I'm not going to smash my glass at this round table. And I was like, duh, girl.
But she's cooking. She had those.
I hope she
She had
does.
the lying eyes going.
Yeah.
The lips
Yeah,
were going,
she
and she's
was
like,
crazy.
I don't know what to say. I haven't thought of this yet. She should have went into that round table prepared, and she was.
I know.
Yeah.
She wasn't.
I think she was taken by surprise.
Okay, Trevor, I know that you've met some Bravolebs, so we have to discuss these.
But yes,
First
I have.
up, Vicky Gunvalson. How did you meet her?
So my queen, the OG of the OC. I actually met her with Austin. So when
Really?
Austin
Them
talks,
together?
Yeah. So when he's talked to like how they're friends, Austin was here. I don't even know what he was for. And then Vicky was here on a girls' trip to whoop it up. And she's friends with my friend Maggie, who runs Best of Bravo, who I met her
Oh,
years ago.
okay.
She lives in Nashville. So like I met a lot of these people kind of through when they're in town hanging out with her for stuff. She's friends with Vicky, her and Christian Grey Snow. Like they've gone to, I think, like Mexico with her or something. So they're like, buddies.
Wow.
So I saw she was with her and I was like, oh my God, like I was like, are you still out? I said, I'm coming. Like, sorry, like I need to come.
No questions asked.
So we were down on Broadway. We took her fireball shots. We were whooping it up. She was so nice to everyone who like came up to her and asked for pictures. Like she was so awesome. And then Austin, I mean, I think I've hung out with Austin maybe twice now, but I get it. Even like after I couldn't watch him on the show. Like I could, but I'm like, oh, I get like why everyone loves
The
him. Like, and he
charisma.
doesn't-
He's very
like,
charming.
And it's not just his height, but like he's so nice. Like we hung out.
I
just posted
genuinely
a
do
picture.
think he is a nice guy. Like in like
He
if you're
is.
friends with him, like
Yeah.
I have no problem with him just as like a human being interacting
Just
with people.
don't
I just
date
think he's a
him.
shitty guy
Yeah.
to date.
Don't date
Yeah.
him.
I mean, they both were so nice to all the fans and everything. So like nothing but glowing reviews. I just posted on my page there's a picture of me and Austin bellied up at Tin Roof across the street. And I was laughing because they were like, oh, him and Sally are bellied up to the
Bellied
bar.
up.
And I was like, so was I.
He bellies up with everyone.
But he hasn't dated me
He
yet.
loves me too. Yeah.
No, I've met Austin once and he was so nice. Like we had a full conversation and it was a meet
Yeah.
and greet. So he like didn't have to talk to me for that long, but lovely guy. I do get it. Just don't date him. Go
Yeah,
grab
I mean,
drinks with him.
Yeah. I mean, none of these people I've met at a meet and greet. That's the funny. I've met all these people just out in the wild.
Naturally.
I
Like,
love
yeah.
that.
Like
I
no
love
one
that.
has been like, I paid, except maybe Jax.
I was gonna say, let's go to somebody who does suck. Yeah. How did you meet Jax?
He was hosting some event. I forget what it was, but they were asking me to help throw it. And like, I didn't end up doing it. Ended up being a weird situation with the bar. But we went and he was shorter than I thought, but also taller than I thought. So it was like a very weird thing in my head. I mean, he is very attractive. Like, I hate to say that, but
Really?
I don't
I
find him
thought so in
attractive.
person.
I don't either.
maybe it's just my like toxic man quality.
Maybe it's like a in-person thing. He just has
Yeah.
something to him. I don't know.
And he like wasn't great. Like out of
What did he
everyone I've
do?
met, he
Do
was
it.
nothing. He really wasn't anything bad. Just like we were like helping with the event and like with the place, and like he just had a big ego and like
Ugh.
only really cared like about the girls. But then like we called Brittany at one point. Like it was just like a weird.
Vibe.
It was just a
Well,
weird night.
This is his show. He's the star. It's his show.
Yeah, it was. He was a weird. He was not a like. It was like okay, but like he was not like nice. He wasn't warm and like welcoming. It was like
Yeah.
come to me. And you would think like Vicky would be more like
Yeah.
I'm the queen, but she was like
Yeah.
whoop the duck, woohoo.
She gets a little tequila and fireball in her, and
My
it's
God,
game
I
over.
did. I just remind we like went up for drinks that night. Like after she went back to we ended up meeting for drinks. I forget what we were talking about, but I think somehow like 3 ways came up, and classic Vicky goes no, like her.
She's like,
We're
I
not
need
doing
it to
that.
be
I
clear.
can't do that. I can't do that. Mm-mm.
Never in my life have I been with multiple people.
And then she walked away. And I wasn't even talking about her. I was just like talking to her friends in town. I don't
Yeah.
even know what we were
Like in a general
how
sense.
that topic, like how that topic came up. And it was just like, it's funny seeing these people that you see on TV act the same exact way as they
Yeah.
do, or like say the same thing, have it, and you're like, it's not an act.
Sounds scripted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's what I would want from my reality TV stars is like, that is actually who you are. Like, I'm okay if you like play it up a little bit because, you know, you got to like come big for a reunion or whatever. But I want Vicky to whoop it up. I want her to be the party girl. Like, that's who I think she is. And I'm glad to hear that is who she is.
She was calling Shannon on the phone. We're on the middle of like Jason Aldean's rooftop and she's like, I'm texting Shannon for her because she needed to. And I'm like, I was like, what is my life right now? I have Vicky Gunvalson's phone. I'm texting Shannon for her. And like, then she's like, let's take a selfie. And she goes, how do we go live? I go, oh, what is going on with my life right now?
Holy shit.
That's
incredible.
A good one.
I love Vicky. That's great.
Wait, we got to go with your big finale of who you've met, which I need you to tell this story of if you knew about any of this. But your friend had a wedding in Kansas City and Tom Sandoval performed at it. Like, tell us about this experience.
Yeah. So if you've seen the video, because I know it
went viral. I
somewhat,
literally FaceTimed Alicia and I was like, I need to tell you about this experience Trevor is
I know
having.
this person.
Here's all of the accounts. Here's and I was just sending everything to her.
So
like,
I was telling my friends, I'm like, follow my friend's account because she'll have all the content. But also, like, I felt bad for her because she was getting so much hate for having Sandoval at her wedding. Like, people were commenting like horrible things on her like Instagram. She goes, I could never be an influencer because I like this is, and she's like, it's my wedding day. Like, they're like, how would you spend money on this? Like, what a waste of money. Like, he's a horrible, like, all of this stuff.
You know, I didn't comment it, but I might have said it when talking to Meredith. Who would spend money on this?
Just because we don't value him as a performer, but not because you think she's like,
if he offered to play my wedding, I wouldn't say no for the bid. No. I would say yes for the bid.
And that's what we kept going. If all of you were here, if any of you showed up, would you be front row having a good time? Yes, you would. So take your comment and go back home because we don't want to hear it.
Sit down. Right.
Yeah. Right.
And the best part is the whole wedding, everything, all the wedding gifts were supporting like animal shelters and like her rescue, which shout out the Big 3 Rescue on Instagram. But that's what all her wedding gifts like that. That's all where everything went to. Like,
she's a
it was
good
all
person.
for that. So we're all like, this is not like she's not even a person. Like, you don't know the story. So back up. And I'm like, let's not.
It's not like it was a month after like Sandoval went down. So it's like he's at the height of his like public disdain. It has been years. We are post his like slight resurrection on Traitors last season.
You all loved him.
Oh, I loved him on Traitors.
Yeah. So like, go ahead. You just guys want to be keyboard warriors. So back up. We had a fun ass time. He was a great time. He put on a good show. He hung out with us, took pictures with whoever wanted to take pictures with. Everyone had a good time. And who else would there's plenty of other people you want as your wedding band, but like if you want, and he was the after party wedding band.
That's what's cool.
We had a DJ, like we had I can't think of his name, but he was the after party. So like it wasn't the main like. So you're all drunk at that point, and then he's just up there playing his trumpet, and you're just like, "Woo, 1989!" Like you're just going crazy. Like
even if he was the wedding band, I think his band would make a great wedding band. Like that's what they should do.
I have a Tom Sandoval shirt.
Yeah, they should stop performing and do weddings.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was. And then
fun.
The night before the wedding, I was messaging him and his girlfriend because they were in town, and like just to see if they wanted to meet up after like the rehearsal dinner or whatever. And he's like, okay, we'll come meet you guys. He's like, I'm bringing my friend Wes. And I was like, okay, like, cool, you can bring him. I don't know who this friend is. Well, it turned out to be Wes from The Challenge. Because they're both, Wes was on House of Villains and they're friends from House of Villains.
And he lives in Kansas City.
Yes. So they were out to dinner with him and they like just brought Wes. So then I was more like, oh my God, we're with Wes right now. So Wes was out to dinner with us.
I have kind of a crush on Wes. That would get me a little bit.
Yeah, I was a little starstruck with that because I was like, I've been watching this dude for 15 years now.
Oh my God, since I was a child. Yeah.
Especially because it's a surprise that like I'm prepared to see Tom Sandoval. We were just jamming, like whatever. And then Wes shows up and I'd be like, wait, is he just like his personality on The Challenge? Because I feel like he plays it up a little bit. Yeah.
He's a villain on The Challenge, but I've heard he's like actually a really nice
No, he's really nice. He's still a little arrogant, but he's really nice.
But
he should be.
And then the best is I was walking to the bathroom and they were filming a TikTok, and somehow I ended up in their TikTok and they were recreating the Coldplay cheating scandal TikTok.
Oh, incredible.
So they were being the couple and I was the friend, and I'm like, also, like, what is going on? Like, how am I in this TikTok with the two of them?
Did you talk to Wes at all about The Challenge, or were you playing it cool?
No, it was at that point, like, there was so much going on, and he was, like, sat down and was talking to my other friend who was a big challenge fan, so, like, they were yapping it up, and, like,
Okay.
I kinda was playing, not host, but, like, making sure, like, Tom and his girlfriend were good, and, like, the bride was good, and we're all drunk. It was after the welcome party, so, like, everyone's just kind of there was live music there too, so it was kind of, like, chaotic at that point of just everything going on, but they were both great, and I'm like, "Tom Sandoval's say what you will." I said, "He's a fun time. He is who he is,
You
and
know
it's a fun
what?
time."
Don't date him.
Like,
Just don't date him.
yeah,
There we
don't
are.
date someone on Bravo, except Wes
I know
Wilson.
Tom Sandoval would be a good time to hang out with. I don't need him in my life by any means, but yeah, for like a friend for a night, he would definitely be a good one. A good
Yeah, he's
Bravo
friend for 2
person.
nights, and I was like, also, this is crazy, like, here I am just, like, hanging out with him, and we're, like, in the hotel lobby,
Incredible.
like
Hosting Tom
like,
Sandoval in Kansas
yeah.
City. Like, what a weird
Yeah.
like turn of events.
And my friend, like, that was a great idea. It started, like, we have a Bravo group chat, and, like, we were just kind of joking around one day. Like, what Bravoleb could we get to play your wedding? And, like, I made a whole list of, like, should we have Erica Jane? Should we have Tom Sandoval? Should Kyle Cook DJ? And should Meredith DJ? And should Lala? Like, we were just making a list of everything. So this was all supposed to be a surprise for, like, all of us, because she wasn't going to tell us that she, like, looked into it and did it. So it was, like, so funny, too. I mean, she couldn't keep the secret because, like, it's
I would not
out
be
there
able to
and
keep that
funny.
secret.
No,
Yeah.
I would tell everyone.
That's kind of like how it started. A Bravo group chat and a joke started as the most epic after party.
The best bits turn into reality. Like, that is an iconic moment, and I'm so jealous. Whenever I saw that happen at the wedding you're at, I was like, damn.
And even besides that, it was the best wedding I've ever been to in my life.
There
Like,
you
I
go.
don't think
It looked
anything will
incredible.
ever top
There
her
you go.
wedding. And that's yeah, that's my probably like 4. But Tom Sandoval and Vicky were probably my, like, and Austin are like my 3.
It's your big 3.
That's my big 3. That's my moon, my sun, and my rising. But literally, actually, I think it might be.
It might be.
Like,
I
I
don't
think
know
I just
who
figured
mine
that
would
out.
be.
I don't do astrology, but that checks out for you.
I don't know what it means, but
Yeah.
it sounds like it's
It
me.
sounds like you.
But here's the thing. I don't know what those things mean, but those people match
It checks
you.
Yeah, there's a little bit of me in all of them.
You're wearing a very special shirt, your Hall & Obb shirt. We have to talk
Shout
Heated
out
Rivalry
TikTok
a
shop.
little bit. Tell me your thoughts on the show. I'm just going to let you let it rip.
Listen, the show was by far the best. I liked it better than the books, which a lot of people don't say. I think I like the book better after watching the show.
I
which
agree.
is-
Agreed.
And I read the book probably like a year or 2 ago, and I
Okay,
was
you
writing
read the
into
books first.
Yeah, so I was writing into HBO because I knew it was playing in Canada. Like, please carry Heated Rivalry to all the streaming services. Because
Thank
Rachel Reed
you,
was like,
Trevor.
he was
Thank
like, if you want it in America, write in, like, I didn't even know you could do that on streaming services. So fun fact, on all of them, like, you go in and whatever show you want or whatever, you can suggest for them to, like, buy the IP or whatever to have it on it.
no idea.
Well, I know what I'm
So
doing
I was
this
one of those
weekend.
crazy people writing in, which, like, I mean, I doubt it really did anything.
No,
I'm sure
it
there were
might have.
people-
It
They
might have.
picked it up 2 weeks before they released it. Which
Yeah.
it, like,
So I
we
was shocked when
I
it
had no
was.
idea that was happening.
Yeah.
And then I watch it and everyone's like, oh, like, this sexy smut show. And I'm like, no, but, like, there's more to it. Like, just wait, guys. Like, there's more. Because that's how I felt reading the book, too, was I like a little more slow burn in my romance books,
Love
where
a
this
slow
was like,
burn.
boom. And I was like, did I miss a chapter? Like, because I didn't read the first, I started with book 2. And I was like, were they in the first book? And I, like, looked up the description of the first book, and I'm like, wait, they're not in the first book. So, like, is this we're just jumping in? I was like, warm me up a little bit. Like, buy me dinner. Like, we were just smoking a cigarette and going at it.
We went at it.
Yeah.
The show, I think, is perfection. Episode 3, I love Scott and Kip. They're my favorite. I've been to every smoothie shop in Nashville looking for Kip and haven't found him here.
I am dying.
And then episode 5 and 6 are like, I'm so glad everyone's into it now, because I'm like, then we can get season 2. We can get more.
Yes.
More people
Yes.
can read, like, male romance, like, because there's so many good ones out there that I read all the time. That one for all the Bravo, like, Amazing Race kind of people, Winging It With You by Chip Pons is like a
I'm writing
gay
this
romance, but they're not supposed to be partners on, like, it's not the Amazing Race, but you know what I mean. So then they have to travel the world together to do this competition because they need the money.
down. Got it.
And of course they fall in love.
Obsessed.
So I was like, this is all of my favorite things. And he's like he's written, I think, 1 or 2 other books, and he has another one coming out. He's like one of my favorite authors, but that's like the perfect for people who like Heated Rivalry, there's so many good like hockey romance books out there. To me, I always read them as like my palate cleanser. Like,
yes,
I read like
do.
heavier books or a thriller book, and I'm like, I haven't finished the series yet because I'm like, well, now I can't get any of them out of the library.
Yeah,
but it's like I just pepper them in, like, okay, I got it. Like, move on to some thrillers. Let's get some people murdered and things like that. But that's how I always. They're like my spacers.
That's exactly what I do, is like after a really heavy or like serious book. Like I think after The Nightingale, I picked up a hockey book and I was like, thank God I don't have to think about things for a while.
You can like turn your brain off a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like you can autopilot read. They're really easy to just like keep reading and like read it in like 4 days.
And I'm a hopeless romantic, so even like the smut parts, I'm weird. I kind of skip them. I like skim those parts.
You're the worst.
But I guess like
I don't know.
But I feel like that's kind of like
a
gay brain versus a woman's brain. They're like, oh, I want to read all of that, and in my head, I'm like, okay, I got the point. I know how this works.
No.
Let me read what they're saying.
There
I like the
wasn't
romance.
enough smut. There's not enough smut in every book.
Couldn't agree more.
Same.
Yeah, I love the smut.
Also, it depends on my mood.
True.
Good point. Sometimes I do want specific chapters.
How much I love them.
Yeah. Like when I go back and reread.
Well, and then straight romance, I'm never reading those because I don't want to know like
Some
a
of
Colleen
them-
Hoover saying you got to push the button. I'm like,
No.
I don't want to know about the button.
Sometimes when I'm reading smut and they word it weird, my face in public will be like,
I go,
ooh.
Yeah.
I said, nope, you're still gay. Yep. Double check.
What the
Ran a
fu- yeah.
test.
Crazy. But no, I think we should normalize more smut because you know how many people were like, oh, you're just watching that smutty hockey show? No. It's about
I read
love.
it
It's
too.
about acceptance. It's
Mhm.
about learning about yourself and being okay with who you are. And it's like the sports romance where they can't come out. It's like crazy. So many layers.
I like so many people. I'm like, all right. I said, just get past the first 2 episodes then. I said, it dials it back. It's more romance after episode 2. I said, I'm warning you. It's hot and heavy in the beginning. Like, maybe not watch it with someone else. Like, you might be uncomfortable if you're uncomfortable. I said, but it's really a love story, and that's what it is. And they're such good actors.
Core.
Like,
oh my God, amazing. Did you see that they're going to be torchbearers for the Olympics?
Listen, I see everything. My whole For You page is...
Stupid question, Meredith. Walk it back.
And then I went to the hockey game the other night, and they're playing like sex music. I go, what are you doing to me here? They're not kissing out there. I said, but also, like, should I hold my number up?
You can only hope.
Listen.
Hey, there are closeted people on every team.
It's a
so,
small
like,
town, and I'm
opportunity.
looking. But no, I follow everything with it, and like, I can't wait for the next season. And I hope there's more Scott and Kip. I hope they cover the other books because a lot of the other stories are really good too. And I like that they're all part of the same universe, but everyone's connected. Like the next book is the bar owner is the one who falls in love. So like, spoiler alert, like if you're looking for someone to read the next book, that's who the next story is. I'm not going to say who falls in love with, but he's the next main character in the series. And then we're getting book 7.
I know.
Thank
That'll
God.
be crazy.
Can't get enough.
Yeah.
Nope, not
so
at all.
It's my whole, and when I rewatch it, I don't really watch the first 3 episodes.
Same,
I go straight to 5 and 6.
I'll skip to my favorite.
How
I
much
just need a
time do I
dopamine
have?
hit real quick.
Yeah. I will skip to my favorite parts and be like, all right, this is the scene I want to watch. And then I'll just move on.
I want to see him speaking Russian while he's having a mental breakdown. Or when he's like, I think I'm gay. And he's like, really?
Really?
No, I
What gave
think
that
I'm
away?
gay.
I
What gave that
laughed
away?
out loud.
Oh,
I
no.
think-
Ilya
I think
gets
so,
me.
too.
His humor, it just has me cackling.
And in real life, too, I love him. He's my favorite.
I
He's my favorite in the book and out, too.
Same.
Besides-
I'm
Both of
growing
them are
more on
incredible.
Hudson Williams. Like
I'm a
out-
Hudson
like,
girl.
outside. In the real life, I'm a Hudson girl. In the show, I'm an Ilya girly.
I align with that.
But in real, I'm Francois. Like, that's my ranking is Francois Ilya.
Okay.
Oh my
he's
gosh.
so hot. And the minute I saw him running, I was like, I can't. I got an
Well, you
I don't even
explained
like
it.
runners.
I saw an
I don't
interview.
even like
I can
people
give you-
running.
So I read they made him run a really long time, and then he had a look that he was out of breath. I see
get
all
it.
I have to read it all.
I get it, but it was not a run I need to see. I already look at people running and go, what are we doing here? Like, what a dumb hobby to
I mean,
have.
that's how I feel every day when the temperature becomes like 60 degrees
Oh
out
my
and sunny.
God.
But then I look out because I'm like, oh, the hot guys are out. It's hot guy running season.
I like, watching them, I guess, but also not. But he was charging me in a way I didn't want. I was like,
No.
ooh.
No,
It was a
he
bad
could-
angle.
He could charge at me. what he wants.
It's beautiful.
Okay, Trevor, you mentioned you like thriller, romance. Any other book categories you are really drawn to?
Whatever's good. I just read Project Hail Mary, which
Oh, is that good? It's very intimidating.
I was intimidating. I always like to start the year with like a denser, like good, like novel, not whatever. So like that was my first one this year, and I know Ryan Gosling's starring in it. I had no idea really what it was about going into it. Like I knew it was a sci-fi book, but it's really not.
Okay.
I've heard people recommend the audiobook a lot.
Everyone said the audiobook's the best. I just don't do audiobooks.
I don't either.
It's just not for me. But I guess whoever reads it is really good and just tells the story.
Also, sound effects I've heard are kind of
yes.
Like
I don't want to give away because I had no idea what happened. And if you see the trailer, you read it, like you kind of get what happens. But I didn't do any of that. So like when a certain point happens, I was like, oh, wasn't like, how is this gonna go now? And then like it's a whole. It's hard to like give away why it's really good, but the sci-fi part is really not that big of a part. When they talked about it in the book, I kind of skimmed those parts, but or like read it, understood it, but was like it plays a part in the story, but you can also not understand it and get the message of the story and understand it. Like, and they explain it pretty well too, that you get it, but it's definitely a slower read. Like it's not like you have to read every word and get it, but
all right.
And then the movie comes out in March. So if you want to read it before the movie comes out.
That's what my goal is. I think I'm going to do the audiobook because some of my friends recommended that to me.
And then Ryan Gosling is starring in it. So.
Oh, I love. So.
It's the same author as The Martian. So if you like Martian, like Interstellar, like all of those, it's very that type of movie.
And if I don't really like that, should I still maybe read the book?
I think you would still like it.
Okay.
The book club I went to was 8 girls, and most of them read thriller romance. I think 1 or 2 like really like science-y stuff.
Okay.
I think collectively I think it was like a 4.5 star book for like.
Okay, that's pretty good.
The average, like everyone, no one gave it below a 4.
Okay. How many books do you read a year, would you say?
Last year I read 95, I think.
Wow, that's great.
What are you at, Alicia?
I was at 53.
Okay.
That's when I started. I mean, that's when I started the page because I used to read like 1 a month, if that.
Same.
And then I don't know what. Oh, I got laid off. That's what happened. I just started reading.
Isn't it amazing? Yeah.
And then I just like couldn't stop. And then I was like, my friend, she like runs a like really successful Bookstagram page, and I was like, oh, should I do this with my time? And she's like, go for it. Like whatever happens, like it is what it is. So that's how I started with it. And then like it's what I do. Like if I don't watch TV, I'm like reading my book.
Okay, so that's me. I need to get better. I need to get better at it.
Get on my level.
I know. I know. I'll take any book recs you have. Maybe I'll do Project Mary. It all depends what's at the library though.
Listen, I got my hold list on my Libby. That's always so long.
Oh my God.
There's another.
I do the max.
Hold on, there's another one.
Yeah, that's the worst where you can only have 10 holds with Libby.
But you can check out 20 books, which is crazy.
Yes, like I cannot manage that. Their numbers are so off.
The Book of Luke.
The Book of Luke.
The Book of Luke.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot my phone.
No, while we're bitching about this, why can I check out 20 books but only hold for 10 when some of the waits are like 20 weeks? Just let me have 20 books on hold. I'll read them or return them.
If you don't know the life hack of Libby, when you deliver them to your Kindle, you go on airplane mode and it never returns them.
I don't have a Kindle, but I think that's the reason I need to go get one.
Listen, if Christmas didn't just pass, I'd get you one, but Christmas just passed. So sorry. Talk to your cousin.
Wait, what was your Luke book?
The Book of Luke. It says like, I haven't read it yet, but it's like, it said like fans of Survivor, and it's like a reality TV-ish kind of book. That one and Town and Country, which also I got a lot of book recs from authors that are on Watch What Happens Live.
Ooh.
Oh.
So whenever there's one, I always just like, not all of them, but like see which ones.
Look into it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's where I got, because sometimes I'm like, where did I find this book?
I looked up the Book of Luke and I got the Gospel of Luke in the Bible.
Well, you know what I'm reading next.
What is this book?
I told you it's a gay survivor.
Imagine I just read
Have you not read the Book of Luke?
Trevor, what the fuck is the Gospel?
You not read the Bible? It's very
Last time I checked the Gospel, it said the tribe has spoken.
I found it. Okay. Be sure to put the author's name or else you're just going to get the Bible.
What if I want more people should read the Bible?
Yeah, sorry. Trevor's actually
maybe.
here to spread a different good word, not Heated
Spread the
Rivalry.
message.
He's here.
The Gospel of Heated Rivalry. The Book of Holinov.
The Book of Holinov.
So if you had to recommend one book for somebody to read, like if they just got into reading, what would be your number one book rec?
That's hard. Because
Maybe like your best book last year or something. Because book of all time is crazy.
That's true. Or maybe one of each genre even.
So Broken Country last year was one of my top books.
Okay.
What is that about?
It's pretty short. It's like a love story. There's murder mystery. It's a period piece. It's not too long, so you can it moves really quick. It's told from a few different perspectives. I think it might have been like it was one of the big books last year that actually, usually when everyone says to read the book or it's like the top book club, I'm like, I hated that book. Like, how did people like that book? Like, I don't get those. And then My Friends by Frederick Bachman.
Oh,
He's one of my favorite authors. But Beartown, the Beartown series, Beartown and then Magnolia Parks, those are two different series. They're very reality TV coded. Beartown, I think, was an HBO show years ago, but I think in whatever, I forget what country he's from, like Finland or something like that. But it's based on hockey too, and it's like 3 books. They're longer books. I heard their audiobooks are really good too because it's kind of a book you could read while reading another shorter book because it's like very TV showy. A lot of different plot lines going on.
Trevor, why did I think Beartown was like a really serious read, and that's why I was intimidated to pick it up?
No, it's like a hockey show in a small town.
Damn it, I don't know anything. Don't judge a book on its cover, I guess.
I mean, I cried. The last book, and if you had to read one, you could probably just read the last one. Because
I'm going to read them all.
Because they're longer, so they take a minute to get through. But he repeats a lot in them. So if you read them in a row, it can be a little... You can kind of skim a little bit more because you're like, I remember what happened. And it hasn't been 2 years since I read the last book.
But you love Magnolia Parks. I just read that.
Yeah. Some people love it. Some people hate it.
Are you a Magnolia or a Daisy girl?
Daisy.
I'm Daisy. I love Daisy. I'm dying for her third. I know. Magnolia, sometimes I'm like, just shut up and sit down and be quiet. But Daisy, I'm like, we add in an element of like gangs and I'm interested immediately.
Yes. I'm like, okay, there's a little more plot.
What's the mob doing here?
It's not just like, will they, won't they? Like, okay, they're broken up, they're together. They're broken up, they're together.
This is like, we're breaking up because we have enemies against us and I have to save you.
There's a hit out on my head.
Yeah. What's happening in London, Crazy.
Yeah.
I read them in London, which was also so fun.
Yeah, those are good ones. Those are like the 2 series I'd read. And then probably my favorite book is Brightside by Kim Holden. It's one of my favorite books. But it's a very depressing. I love a depressing book, if you can't tell. This one makes me I cry the entire time I read this. And then there's a second one too that like tells the other part of it.
Perspective.
But they're both like, it's the saddest, but it's like my favorite book. I like to cry. Like I like
it makes
a little
you feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add I'll keep you posted on my reading with this.
Those are like my 3. They're all like my friend Books with Brielle, who always gives me the beginning. She's the one who I always like what she reads, and I'm like, she likes it. I said, then
I'll like
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
There's a little more heart and feeling, and not just like. Besides I don't go to her for my thrillers, but those types of like I want to feel something like have a little more heart or like drama to it. That's where I go to.
You'll be hearing from me, Trevor, as I read all your recs.
Follow me as I post what I read every month.
She does.
The minute I decided I hated you, I followed. I have to know what my enemies are doing.
When I'm talking in the podcast account, I don't know who I'm talking to.
It's usually
90% it's me.
It's usually Meredith.
I figured it was Meredith because I'm like, all right, she's commenting more. I think it's Meredith. I said, and I'm talking to her like Meredith. I go, but if this is Alicia, I'm a little too comfortable throwing out what I'm saying.
No, you're
it's
not.
Fine.
Don't worry.
Either way, it would be the same. We're one and the same, honestly, but never be afraid.
Oh, I'm not afraid. I'm just like, I hope this is Meredith because I don't know what I'm saying.
Don't even worry about it. I've said worse, I bet.
Listen, I forget as soon as I close out of the DM.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
my
even
problem.
care anymore.
Same. It's just a blip.
That's why I have typos all over everything. So if you see a typo on my story, my TikToks, anything.
Yep.
We're not here to spell.
It's not. Even my group, like my text messages, they're like, Trevor, there's always a word spell. I said, well, because I write what I think and I send. Like, I am proofreading. And my phone doesn't even correct it anymore because it thinks that's how I spell afterwards.
Yes.
Well, Trevor, do you have anything else that you're reading, watching, and listening that you just must gab about?
All I think is everyone should watch The Valley Persian Style. That's my new favorite show. I don't think enough people are talking about it. That's like my only other high horse that I want to make sure today. I was like, no one's talking about it. I think it's the best show on right now. or up
What are
there.
you loving on the show? I haven't watched this week's episode, but I have watched the other. I think there are 3 others out.
Well, there's Eye Candy.
Yes.
The new Reza and I
Reza
think it's Amir.
Jackson.
Yeah, and then Amir, I think that's his name. He's married to Natasha, which they're kind of, to me, they're the Danny and
Nia
of kind of this. But the show has
that
heart.
That is a good take.
They have, I think it's not as crazy as the regular Valley.
The regular Valley's too depressing.
But it's also just as crazy because you have Gigi, who's always going off the handle.
That's the thing. It's not the depressing storylines, but you get the like fireworks of conversations. Still.
And they're all very open and honest. They talk about everything. They're all been friends beside, like, there is a connection to everyone for like 20 years. So like, it's not manufactured friend group.
Yeah.
It's just like good tea, and it's not too much yelling. Like, that's why like people hate on Beverly Hills this season. I like it just because it's a brain break and it's like not too much. Like Salt Lake City, I'm like, I have a headache. Like,
I'm done.
I don't know what y'all are saying. You're all screaming the same things that you've been screaming for 9 episodes.
Yes.
Beverly Hills, I'm like, okay, so you're all in a good place, and you're actually friends. So you're not fighting just for cameras and overproducing yourselves. But I mean, yes, you're hiding some things, but it's a little more easier to digest. And then you follow it up with the Valley after, and I'm like, okay, there's some drama, there's laughter. You're fighting because Gigi's smoking weed in the backyard and they're having the conversation while she's smoking another blunt, and you're like, this is
they're like,
that's
hey,
the drama we need.
Yeah.
No, it's so funny. They're like, scale back on your weed budget, like from maybe like $6,000 to like $3,000 so you can afford a house. And she's like, how dare you? No, I want a 6-house mansion. Like, I have no credit to be able to get this house, but like, stop yelling at me about it. And it's like, babe, you need to worry about
and 3 of the bedrooms are her closets.
Yes, I'm like, so
like,
close.
I need my bedroom, my son's bedroom, and a guest bedroom. The rest are my closets. I'm like, Nessa.
I love
this is the out of touch behavior I want from a show.
Yeah,
agreed.
No, I think that's what I think everyone should be watching, because I miss Family Karma. And I wasn't even a big Shaw's person, so this is not coming from someone who was like ride or die Shaw's for years. I think I watched maybe the last 2 or 3. That was kind of when I was getting more into like the non-housewife shows, so I only watched a few of them. But like, they were not my people that I like. I knew who they were, and that was kind of it. So kind of came into.
They were on the downhill too, those seasons. So it was tough to like. It wasn't must.
I didn't know the history
at that point. Yeah, I highly
and
recommend going back.
History.
But for people like who are ride or die for Family Karma coming back, Summer House Martha's Vineyard, like, we have to support our POC shows to like want those other shows back. Like, we gotta stop just having white people shows on TV, because those stories are played out. Like, I am ready
just
for
like
some
new
pizzazz.
stuff, just like new casts with new things. Like, even taking like, say, like Beverly Hills, either take it off for a few seasons and then bring it back, like Miami did. Like, Miami has a new life because they kind of sit some people out for a season so they can live life and have something, because when their whole lives are becoming just the show,
storyline,
they don't really have anything else to talk about, because
that's a very good point.
That's Salt Lake City right now. That's all they have to talk about really, is what's in the tabloids and this, and they're not living per se
like
life.
their fights are about like somebody bringing something up on camera rather than it like them having just like real life conflicts. It's the fact that it's on camera for a lot
and
of
they're all
them.
show friends anyway on that. Like, I love Salt Lake, but like, to me it's a parody. Like, it's not I'm not one of those that's like, this is the best franchise. Like, I watch it as a satire of Housewives.
You
at
have
this
to
point.
joke about it and be like, this is incredible, because it's
it was really good to start though. Like, the start of the season was epic, and that crossover with Below Deck, incredible. But they do really lose the plot because they aren't friends. They aren't a friend group that has been around forever.
It's hard to keep it going if you're not a friend group. And also, that whole Below Deck ship ride was just hysterical. It wasn't even like, I love what they're arguing about. It was the fact that they were just yelling and they had swords in their heads, and Brittany's throwing up over
and
the
they're
boat.
on a boat. And
I don't even know
we're going to see it on Below Deck.
Yeah, it was so
I'm always bored with Below Deck, and now I'm excited to watch Below Deck.
So excited.
It was just camp. I didn't even care what they were arguing about. But now that we don't have that, what am I have to listen to them? I don't want to listen to them.
Because I can't hear them. But
I can't.
Queen Lisa Barlow, to the day I die.
Really?
Delusional queen.
I'm going to have to disagree with you.
I'm so excited for the Ultimate Girls Trip, because all my delusional queens were just missing Alexia on that. We got Vicky, Teresa, Lisa. We got them. Like,
Teresa's
my enemy.
I can't wait to see them all fight or get along. Like,
wait, did you see that Portia unfollowed Vicky? like this week, and they're on the Ultimate Girls Trip filming. And I'm just like, what is going on with those ladies?
I can't wait.
And I saw the cameos at the Beverly Hills, and I'm so like Eileen Davidson was there.
Yep.
Still was there.
Amazing.
Denise. I was like, so I'm like, oh, also all like the people that you kind of thought maybe not at odds with Bravo, but like not the most in good graces or not welcome, or they feel that way about Bravo. To see them there is what really got me excited. Of like the people that you think are like, I'm done with Bravo. I mean, Nini's
could make
back.
an appearance. Yeah.
Nini's
Radswell's
back.
Like, it's funny how all these people that kind of said bad things about Bravo, or Bravo is like, are still coming back. So it's like, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes that's making all these conversations happen and kind of putting everyone back together.
I know Andy has talked to a lot of people that he like had feuds with. What was it? Carol Radswell, Nini, and then one other person where it was
not
like,
the chicken
oh, wow.
salad girl, as he calls her.
No, that will never happen.
Or what does he call her?
She has
Chicken
done
salad
too
or
much.
martini girl? I forget what he calls her now.
I don't even know.
But I mean, isn't it interesting Bravo's maybe asking them back too? Because
No, I think it's interesting on both sides of where both are.
Yeah.
Like, I can see Bravo wanting to inject the life back in and getting the fan favorites back.
Yeah.
But then it's interesting that they're responding and they're agreeing to it. So it's just interesting how all of they're coming back.
Yeah.
Like, which
Well, it
I'm
shows
all
that,
here
like,
for.
Both sides need each other. Nini needed Bravo a little bit, and Bravo needs Nini. Like, it's a mutually beneficial relationship.
Nini starred in Glee, so she really had another thing going for her.
I mean, she was on Broadway.
She was on Broadway. Right?
Well, like, yes, she has a life without it, but like her core fan base is Bravo. So to
She's
keep
so good,
fueling that and
we
staying
all
relevant,
want
you
her.
kind of always have to go back.
And it's going to bring back maybe people who fell off of Housewives for a little bit. They see Nini come back.
Well, I'm also shocked. They're bringing two of the Dallas Housewives rumored to be appearing on the Ultimate Girls Trip.
I think that's smart of them because they could like revive that franchise. Like they always want to keep options open and keep people relevant.
Did you see the local news there has revived them?
No.
I came across this. I don't know where I came across. I think probably TikTok. The New York Times.
Where you get all your news.
It's Carrie Duber, who looks completely like she had a face transplant. I don't know who she is.
Really?
And Leanne are like hosting a late night talk show on like the local news. It's like Late Night Housewives or something. It's if you go on their Instagram, it's the three of them hosting a talk show at night.
Interesting.
On the local, see, I don't know what channel it is.
Even the city of Dallas needs the Housewives to revive their image.
That's
the Housewives run the
I
world.
saw that. I go, that is a choice.
I'm telling you, Housewives
that is
run the world.
interesting. I wonder how the ratings and viewership is on that.
Well, at first I think I saw that they were getting it, and I go, who's on what channel? Like, and then I was like, oh, it's local. I said, okay, I can see. You know, you get those weird like local.
How do we
shows.
watch? In New York, how do I watch?
I don't think I need pink dog food. I'm good.
You just go scroll on TikTok. Somebody has screen recorded
Someone will
it
give
and
it
put
to
a clip.
me.
Just go to their pages. They post clips.
There you go.
That's true. They give it to us for free.
Yeah,
I don't think your
You don't even
audience
have
is
to
tuning in to see Leanne, Cameron, and Carrie Duber anyway.
No, that would flop if we posted anything like that on our TikTok.
Terrible.
I know
People
you might be the only account posting it, so it might not.
That's so
it's me.
true.
It's me with my VPN in Dallas, being like I'm getting local news.
Yeah. An Australian Survivor. You have to dig through YouTube to watch both.
That's our whole page now is going to be things you can't get in the U.S.
Yeah.
Things you can't get everywhere in the U.S. Yeah.
This has been lovely, Trevor. The problem is we could talk for hours and hours.
I know. And I had a Celsius, so I'm like, let's keep going. But if you ever need me to co-host again or fill in for Alicia,
here's the thing. I was about to say, I thought the beef had been squashed, but maybe it just reignited.
Listen, you can't end an episode without a callback.
That's true.
You're right.
This isn't his first time. He's a star, and he's always been.
Just waiting for the Traders to call me or any other show if you're casting in Nashville.
If you're on the Traders, we're going to be following you extensively. We will become a Traders
me,
podcast.
I haven't talked to you from high school this morning. It was like, I just started the Traders. So are you being cast on it? It's like, I haven't talked to you in 10 years. And that's
hey, sir.
the text message.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But yes, if you ever need me again, I had a great time.
We will first call for sure.
Listen,
Absolutely.
I'm always around.
I'm always
or
around.
if I'm at home, I'm at Tin Roof.
True. That's why
There you
you need to go follow his personal page. Remind us what the handle is.
Twargs, TWARGS. And that's my TikTok handle.
Yes.
Nice.
Literally living life to the fullest.
And that's just a chaos of like inspirational memes, not inspirational memes, me doing whatever I got in. Like Monday night I went and saw Papa Roach. So like
Whoa!
you really don't know what you're gonna get
No.
when you watch my Instagram story. And guess what?
Love it.
I don't know what you're gonna get either.
Incredible. We should have opened up with Papa Roach. I have so many questions.
That's
now.
my last resort.
Next time.
That's going to be
Listen,
a
have me back and we'll
cliffhanger.
talk about Papa Roach.
Here we go.
There it is. Well, thank you so much,
Thanks,
Trevor, for joining
Trevor.
us.